So, it's actually happened. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, you're kind of seeing a little bit of a commentary little video, but with actual background footage instead of me having to have to force and multitask for something. Yes, you basically are seeing really some background footage. But anyways, that's not the point. Today, though, today's video is just actually kind of reviewing the fact that, well, at the time this has been released, well, it's my birthday. Yes, today, May 25th, is pretty much my birthday. And pretty much the peak day of Chaos Mania, everybody. So, anyways, I actually want to go ahead and want to review the past 25 months since I've been on this since I've been working with this channel, and kind of think about the rights and wrongs of basically that I've done with life and really with my friends and all that stuff. Anyways, so when I created the channel, basically it was during pretty much, you can say, the peak of COVID. Basically, we're like a month into quarantine. So by then, I already had a little bit of experience with YouTube, except it was basically with my old channel, which basically you guys will probably might never find, but then again, I kind of have it somewhere. You guys will probably find it. Anyways, despite basically really that, we pretty much got treated to really that first little thing. And, man, whew, I feel like I basically had to get a do-over. Because I lost the Gmail to pretty much my old YouTube channel, so that kind of sucked. But anyways, nothing to start really different. And basically, back then we were known as Brown DC. Yes, Brown DC. I could come up with basically a better name than that. You can probably make a joke off of Brown DC. I already know it. Some of y'all are going to make a joke off of it, and I'm probably going to get really upset later on. Okay, I'm not going to be, but I'm just making a really sarcastic joke. Anyways, it was basically a few weeks after I really made that channel, I went ahead and pretty much joined AFL, and that basically was also an interesting part. Also, during that same time, I was also went ahead and also took some time there, so I went ahead and actually did join Wattpad. Basically, that was like the only other thing. So, and that overall, while AFL basically was the league that drove me nuts, and also with me capturing really my only ring at that time, which was back with my first actual league, the Boxing Arena Football League. Primolis and Fruity, if you guys are watching this, hi. It's basically been a long time since I've mentioned you guys. Thank you guys so much for going ahead and kind of shaping me into the guy I am today. But yeah, so after winning the Bloxy Bowl in there, I went ahead and I went full time to AFL, and for my AFL career, the only thing I have really to show for it is really 2 bowl game wins. One as a player and one as an assistant coach. And overall having 60 yards receiving, basically 35 yards receiving for pretty much my AFL career. As for my ACFL career, I have basically 21 yards. I have an embarrassing career. I don't even want to talk about it. But on the bright side, at least I caught a touch on the only seasons I played. Then again, I actually did have 60 receiving yards. 51 technically or something. So I know those because I'm also afraid the second touch I caught in season 11. I went ahead and I basically lost the Giants and Blazing Blaziken. Anyways, besides that whole thing, besides what was a really 2020, basically overall, it sucked. Let me just say it straight up. So at this point, I got fed up to the point that I left AFL, and decided to make the jump to OFL, and that basically meant my one season stop with the OCFA on Daytona. We went 1-7 that season, And pretty much after that, I went ahead and left for the draft. And surprisingly enough, due to some odd luck and the Calvin 5 little clay thingy, we went ahead and we got drafted to the third round to the Thunderbirds. So that was it. That's an interesting story. Anyways, that, and we were also started really streaming on Twitch. But overall, what makes pretty much my time on Twitch so really annoying is that, and the jerk move, it's Jax went ahead and he did it. And while he had basically the better equipment, it was more likable. I was pretty much that guy that basically no one really liked, but still, I was pretty much really good with my commentary. And with that, I was able to at least get in through the whole community. So yeah, throughout this entire year, I've had to really, really most of my tenure, I've really had to deal with the youth channel and people thinking, yeah, this kid's an egotistical son of a. But yeah, you already know what that whole thing was. Anyways, during 2021, basically, I think it was kind of what felt like one of my best years, because all of a sudden, I went from having one ring to have like now. Sheesh, I won like 4 rings. Won one in OFL with the Thunderbirds. Then decided to go to the All-Star Football League, where I still work to this day. At the time I'm recording this, won the Gridiron Bowl there. Season 2 Bandits, we were the best team ever. I'm gonna say this straight up. Anyone that does go ahead and does think not, then you will have to answer to this ratio. I'm just saying. Also won an Ashes of Fate Championship. RIP Ashes of Fate. It got raided a few weeks ago, which was really sad when I found out. So, besides really those besides those few things, also won a ring in the FU side league, but although sometimes I really don't count it. So I'm saying it. So you can say I really had like 4 or 5. Your number, your choice. What do you want to call it? Anyways, during 2021, out with some old friends. So out with the days that we were collabing with, let's just say, the old buddy Red Panda. Yes, you guys forgot about following Red Panda, haven't you? If you did, well, congratulations. It's the first time I've mentioned him in, I think, a year. I don't know. Besides that, also kind of gained some new friendships, and basically some newfound respect for people. So, basically learning how to respect and basically kind of have a bit of a friendship with Young Rally. Young Rally, if you're watching this, what's up, dude? Also having that little thing with Gabs. I don't want to talk about that whole thing. We don't talk about Bruno. And then, of course, that whole part. And also in 2021, my YouTube channel went from like 45 subscribers to like almost 300. So I kind of made that big year leap in year 2. So that was a bit of the whole thing. Now as we enter really 2022, I pretty much was now basically I kind of was in a old shambles situation. I mean, yes, like I said, new friendships were crafted during 2021, especially with pretty much me going ahead and really being able to become good friends with Lily, who's pretty much is one of my more avid viewers of pretty much my videos. So it's actually kind of surprising to some AFL people, but yeah, there are people that do watch my channel, although not much though. And pretty much that was the whole thing. Also, by the time in 2021, I already moved on from like the whole Wattpad perspective, and really kind of went ahead and went ahead and fell flat. But I basically had made some friends over there. They basically had the more chill, and yeah, especially even going ahead and also meeting Malky. So that was also something to really go ahead and really enjoy. And besides that, we got to talk about 2022 now. Now that we're in 2022, This year, I can say it's already been, you can say it's a dumpster fire because by this point, I've already have basically, it feels like I'm at war with everybody. I'm at war with Era, and that old Era thing, they got to the point that everyone thought that basically I got bullied out of OFL, but when the fact, one, I just took some time off. After taking time off, I came back, and, well, my point's been being proven more, so, as there's just been getting proven more angry than ever. Also, it was kind of ironic that I went ahead and in the time I rejoined too, because apparently, well, I think they went ahead and they raised the OFL budgets, like the OFL budget salary, from like four and 1/4. So, and that was basically all. Shout out to Lego there. Trust me, for me, I basically had to work with what I got back in like season 30 when I should have won OFN of the year. It did went to Lily, but it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to basically Lego to go ahead and really reviving the OFN department in recent weeks. So yeah, that and also having to basically deal with Gabs every single month, especially with a pack off that went ahead and go ahead and really saying the old SYB sentence. Kind of did apologize for that, but kind of regret it now because she still acts like a jerk. So now So now basically it's gone to a point that very much it goes from, oh yeah, you did this, that, me, this. I'm basically now pretty much, yeah, we're leaking. Like she went ahead and she leaked some DMs herself, but for me, I leaked basically pretty much some stuff that showed one, I was backstabbed and all that stuff. So overall, making my defense. Of course, it's also been a weird year too, especially with the whole thing, because because pretty much throughout the entire time, like throughout the entirety pretty much of my time on YouTube, I really have been pretty much been friends with former FBU Kennedy staff manager has joined, or Allison. Allie's not on the staff anymore, but me and her still talk time to time. I said me and him all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Anyways, besides that, I kind of went ahead and I came and grew as a man. And with that, that's just pretty much the friendships and all that stuff. Wait until basically, and now, if you look at the actual gameplay, let's see. When it comes to wide receivering, I still have a bit of a weird issue with it. At least pretty much my OFL skill basically has been better. I could still start in the league, but like I said, constantly I'm pretty much snake bitten. And no one really goes ahead and really talks about it, but yeah. That's just one part. And also, when it also came to playing defense, that got a lot better. And pretty much, and I think the best part was really just coming from the rushing and quarterback aspect. From running, I went from basically kind of being like that power guy, just trying to run people over, only to get pretty much hit sticked, to basically kind of being more elusive, kind of outsmarting your opponent. If there's one tip I learned when basically about being elusive or mixing, it's basically showing this. It's not about you being smart in anything, it's about showing that you're not dumb, making your opponent look even dumber. And also, that's just the beginning part. As for quarterbacking, all of a sudden I went from basically someone that basically was looking like Ryan Leaf to someone that basically just pretty much looks like pretty much a mixture of Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson. And pretty much, I don't know, Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. I'm pretty much a runner. I'm a track star. I'm everything. And yeah, we've had some epic games and all that stuff. So that's pretty much some stuff that basically came with being said. It's been a wild 25 months, like you can say. And my God, I've enjoyed the past 22 months. Well, 25. 22 basically pretty much also coming from the fact that whenever I started to fully get the hang of pretty much of my life of being a content creator. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the ride, the trip. It's been very, very, very cool. And I admit, it was something that I pretty much wouldn't even take back. Basically, would I basically still have the beef with basically someone like Gabs or something like that? Sure, I'll take it. Because if it's basically me going ahead and really living life and learning, I'll gladly accept it. The stars pretty much have aligned for me, and now that I'm pretty much getting my footing back, we're doing this one step at a time, and man, it's been crazy steps all over town. I can't wait for basically what the future holds for me as a YouTuber. I can't wait for the future holds for me as pretty much someone who really is trying to grow. So, once again, obviously, want to say pretty much to all of you guys who've been watching this channel in recent times and have came to subscribe or been watching this for months or even years right now, I want to say thank you, because with your support, I don't think I basically would have pretty much won the swagger to go ahead and basically come out and do all that I do. And you guys have pretty much been with me from the start when I was recording from on a simple phone to pretty much to my current to pretty much really kind of recording on my PC, on my current PC, which is really a laptop. But anyways, besides that, I can't wait for the future. And the future, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit right now. With me going ahead, basically, with me with my birthday turning around, aka I'm going ahead and kind of turning 16, so yay. I can now officially kind of go ahead and really work, so I'm planning to go ahead and really start really a job. And with this job, I'm actually planning to save up some money because, one, I really want to go ahead and want to see the world. I also want to go ahead and also get myself really a bit of an upgrade from pretty much my PC. Kind of going from a laptop to an actual gaming pretty much computer. Because I'll be for real. The thing, my laptop I have, it's been beautiful. It's been pretty much my buddy. It's pretty much been the whole thing. But like I said, the reason why I've been having really issues with it is that, one, it has a little gigahertz situation that pretty much it took me a while to basically figure out. Actually, aka pretty much me trying to figure out, aka people with complaints having to wait until like a few weeks ago. I've always had a talk for the past year about basically maybe getting myself a new PC, but this year, 2022, it's happening. I'm ready for the fight, basically people are going to bring up against. I mean, this year alone, I'm going to be having to deal with basically, once again, still having to deal with Hera. I still probably will have to deal with Gabs. I still have to deal with basically new foes, new enemies. I'm also probably going to still have to deal with another person that thinks I'm kind of am a jerk for going ahead and basically kind of scheduling the playoffs, aka Poli. But that's another conversation for another day. Besides that, thank you guys so much for going and basically watching. This is to 25 months of pretty much of being on YouTube and 2 years of chaostopia and Brown DC. Besides that, thank you guys so much for going and basically really watching, because I've enjoyed this show. The show shall go on, and the show will go on. And this will continue throughout the rest of this Chaos Mania week. So, but until then, we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Also, this is kind of crazy for an FYI, since I really didn't really include this in the whole thing. Go ahead and pretty much check out my merch, man, because we have a lot of stuff in stock, especially the limited edition 25-2 shirt, because after pretty much May 27th, we're pretty much going to be going ahead and we're going to put it on sale. Well, basically on sale for a even higher amount, for a crazy amount. And then pretty much, but basically we'll still have it available until like at least July 4th. Maybe on July 4th we're probably going to take it off sale. Besides that, we'll see you around.